I do think GOsia has the only non-all-in win on Wuthering Heights' ZVP so far in the Razer TSL. He played that very straight up a game against KR. He moved his army around very well. He got favorable positions across the map and everything. So, hopefully we can see him pull something out here, something magical. But NoNy, of course, played this against Ret. He used that Dragoon and Templar strategy that was just so strong. It just decimated Ret's army in seconds with the Psystorms, and that just seems to be NoNy's story here today. Just Psystorm, 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 and win.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, he kind of delays his third base, getting Templar out actually before Psionic Storm is researched. And then while the Templar are just sitting there, they're building up mana. When he decides to roll out with Dragoons and Templar with tons of energy for Psionic Storm, I mean, what is the counter to that? What's a Zerg supposed to do to answer to that? I mean, Mutalisk looked strong for a while. Possibly if GOsia had switched up to some other unit combination, it would have worked. But I mean, at that point, his upgrades wouldn't have been strong enough to deal with it. So I mean, NoNy, this build just looked dominant, and we haven't really seen a Zerg player as of yet who kind of has an answer to it.
That's true. NoNy's strategies are just really working out for him here. And, GOsia, he is full of some odd builds, so, if a Zerg is going to beat NoNy, now is the time. GOsia, of course, the last Zerg left in the Razer TSL, he's one game away from defeat, though, and if he loses, if he goes down, it's going to be 3 Protosses and Terrans, so hopefully we see GOsia really pull something special out of his hat here on the Wuthering Heights.
Yeah, I really, you gotta cheer for Zerg. I mean, come on, we want a nice even distribution going into the round of 4, the pivotal semifinals, and I really hope he can get something done on Wuthering Heights. I mean, we have seen how imbalanced it is, Protoss versus Zerg, but I mean, we have also seen kind of miracles happen on it. We saw Mondragon put up a really good fight against Dreven. We saw Dynot steal a game from JF. We did see GOsia take that game from KR straight up, actually. He delayed the third base quite a bit and just rolled him with late game macro. So, I mean, I'm really hoping GOsia can find a way. And as you said, he does have strange builds. So, I mean, if there was a map to pick a strange build to do it on, it would be Wuthering Heights. So, I mean, let's hope we see something magical in this game 3.
Definitely, and I think it's gonna matter a lot where they start, where their starting positions are. When it was diagonal between KR and GOsia could run around the map a lot better. He had a lot more time to react to where KR was going. But if it's a close position, maybe up and down or horizontal, it might be a little bit harder because NoNy can just hit expansions so quickly. So, anyways, let's get going. Let's see if GOsia can stop NoNy's reign of terror here with Psystorms. Hit it, Hop.
It's showtime.
And here we go. This is the Razer TSL round of 8, day 2. This is the last match in the round of 8. We have NoNy versus GOsia. NoNy, of course, is up 2-0, best of 5. So if he wins this game, it is over. GOsia will go home, and NoNy will go on to the top 4. We're here on Wuthering Heights. We have NoNy in the top right with Protoss, GOsia in the bottom right with Zerg. And as I was saying earlier, these are closer positions. It could be kind of hard for GOsia here.
Yeah, it's going to be really unfortunate if NoNy does scout him with his first probe. We've seen twice now NoNy has blocked that natural hatchery, or just at least got the probe in on his first try. Of course, Bluestorm being a 2-player map. But in the last game on Othello, he got it in right away. It's going to be unfortunate for GOsia if NoNy decides to go south with his probe. And indeed, it looks like he is going south. So he's going to get in there, block that natural hatchery, and we're going to have to see what GOsia does to respond to that, either getting a pull down earlier, or misplacing his hatchery, or just fighting the probe and trying to get that drone to make that hatchery at his natural.
Indeed, I mean, NoNy has the tempo advantage here from the 2 wins. You know, he has the scouting advantage. He has the map advantage. It's a hard position, but GOsia, I mean, he is one of the very best Zergs in the foreign scene. The last Zerg left, in fact. You know, he's one of TOT's all-stars. He's been in the team for a long time. They've relied on him quite heavily. So if there is someone who is going to be able to do this on Wuthering Heights to give us a really great Game 3 here, it's going to be GOsia. And we see that he does do pull first. He sees that probe. And, you know, that's pretty much what he has to do. NoNy, of course, he's going for that forge first. He's not going to be able to block this expo because of the Zerglings. So it's just a pretty standard opening for these positions.
It looks like, so we've got just quickly, we got an overpool, no geyser. Overpool, of course, being 9 overlord, 9 pool. It looks like NoNy actually sidestepped GOsia's overlord, went east around it. And that's kind of confused GOsia. You can see both his overlords are moving towards the bottom left. Of course, we both see that that NoNy is at the top right. So that's really going to throw him off when he gets there and there's no base. Those overlords move unbelievably slow. It's going to take him forever to get up there. And NoNy could have his tech rolling at that point already. And I mean, GOsia is going to be playing blind. I mean, how many times do you see a Zerg player playing blind against a Protoss? Going to be really hard for him to decide what to do and how to counter NoNy's build without having any idea what NoNy's actually doing.
And especially if GOsia is going to take a third base really quick, he may in fact take the worst third base. You know, say that he had opened this up thinking, okay, I'm going to expand my third base away from NoNy. Right now, he's saying Zergling's over to the left, so he definitely thinks he's there, and up the drone goes. Is he going to go up the... No, but he just makes the third hatch near his natural, kind of odd placement. I'm not too sure why he made it there. But, you know, without knowing where NoNy was, it could have been disastrous. He could have gone up and made it at that 3 o'clock mineral only, and that really could have thrown him off.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I don't think he's scouted NoNy as of yet. He's got some Zerglings in the center, but he hasn't scouted a main as of yet. If he does decide to put his 4th hatchery down before gas, it is indeed going to be most likely at the 3 o'clock position. That's going to be a disaster. Zergling now running into the top right. GOsia realizes he was scouting the wrong way. Both those overlords make a U-turn heading towards the top right, and that's just really unfortunate. At least where he can be sure now that his 4th hatchery is going to be safe wherever he may decide to place it. He does have 300 minerals. We don't see a 4th hatchery as of yet. Overlord coming in the main, and just everything looks pretty standard. We've got an assimilator up for NoNy, and he is starting his cybernetics core in his main Protoss base.
Now I'm interested to see what is GOsia doing here. I think we're going to see some sort of 3-hatch Hydra to try to bust those cannons, because we see that 3rd hatch is right near the natural, so he's definitely not working on economy, and he's getting his gas right away before any 4th hatch. But oh look, now we have a 4th hatch. It's down at the 6 o'clock mineral only base. So maybe not some sort of cannon break attack. Maybe we're just going to see a macro game out of GOsia here.
And of course, given how NoNy tends to open with just a Corsair or 2 into High Templar, it's going to be really hard for GOsia to defend 6 o'clock and his natural. I mean, if NoNy presses to move on to 6 o'clock, all his units are going to be at, all GOsia's units are going to be at his natural, just ripe for the storming. And I mean, it's going to be hard for GOsia to defend both 6 o'clock, and then NoNy has the option of turning around, running in, and picking off this hatchery at the natural. So he's kind of put himself at a bit of a disadvantage here. We're going to have to see if NoNy switches it up, or if he is going to do the same builds he's done the last 2 games. GOsia does have enough gas, but he's not morphing a layer. He is putting down a hydrogen, and he is getting gas at his natural. So this is going to be some sort of dual upgrade Hydra build through the early game. If it will be an all-in, we'll have to see.
And you know, I think NoNy right now, he may be going for some sort of Visu build here. Yes, indeed he is. He has that Protoss Stargate, and he's getting the Templar Archives. So he's going to have Corsairs with Dark Templars, and this is going to be especially good on Wuthering Heights. You know, he's going to be able to harass Overlords and keep them out of position, and especially on such a long distance for them to fly, being slow. There's no layer yet for GOsia, and that just puts him in a very difficult position. At the 6 o'clock base, he's getting another hatchery, but DTs are just going to go down there and be quite a pain. He's not going to have Overlord speed in time, and you know, the DTs are just going to do a lot of damage on this map. It's a very smart opening by NoNy here.
Okay, so let's look in the main of the Zerg base. Okay, see what that looks like. Now let's look at the natural. Do you notice anything? Yes, there are 2 Hydralisk dens, both researching something else. Speed coming out of the main, range coming out of the natural. That is quite strange, and especially given that he's putting down more hatcheries. So it's not some sort of all-in. I can't imagine what he would want to do with this. I mean, getting both upgrades that quickly doesn't seem to be that important. Corsairs coming in, they pick off an Overlord, and both of them get out. Yes, they do. Just putting in some more harassment. So GOsia is showing a really strange build here. We see movement is research, range is about 75% done. But I mean, had he not put down this 5th hatchery, we could have expected some sort of all-in. But the 5th hatchery tells us he wants to focus more on a long-term macro game, really making the double Hydralisk den quite a strange build. And the Dark Templar is moving towards 6 o'clock, but there is an Overlord there helping to defend that. So GOsia should be alright from this initial Bisu build.
Yeah, he may in fact be alright, but you know, this build, as you were saying, is very strange. We see a DT in the meantime going down towards 6, but GOsia does have some freshly hatched Hydras and Overlords there, so he does fend it off quite easily. But you know, it's kind of a really weird build. He knows that NoNy's going to scout it, and NoNy does, and maybe it's just to make NoNy maybe a little bit more defensive. You know, the Hydralisk Den only costs the drone plus 100 mils and 50 gas, so you know, maybe if the opportunity presented itself, we would see some sort of Hydra break, but either way, it definitely made NoNy a little bit more defensive here. He's got the High Templars now, he's researching the Psystorm, and he has added just 1 cannon though, so you know, I'm not too sure about the double Hydra Den, but I kind of like it. It's a little bit interesting. And now we see a few Hydras up at the natural of NoNy. Looks like they're trying to get into some sort of position to pick off a building, maybe. Not sure how well that's going to work out. There are quite a few Dragoons. It looks like NoNy is reverting into that, you know, Dragoons with High Templar build. So that's going to be a very strong build here, but GOsia, I mean, he has a lot of hatcheries. His economy is looking very good. Quite a few drones, and three Evos now. So yeah, we're going to see a definitely Sauron style out of him here.
And he is researching Overlord speed, and he is researching Lurkers. So kind of strange. I still haven't figured this out. Opening with the double Hydralisk upgrades from 2 Hydralisk dens, and now switching into Sauron Lurker. Very strange. I mean, we know NoNy likes to open up with this High Templar Psionic Storm Dragoon build, and I mean, it's really going to be... and we now got a Dark Templar at 6 o'clock, just cutting up drones while GOsia was away not looking. It's got 6 kills on it. I assume those are all drone kills, and that that's basically cleaned up by those Hydralisks. But that is going to set GOsia's economy back quite a bit. 6 drone kills, nothing to scoff at this early. And NoNy has he's got his token 3 Templar out, 2 storms on each of them, and this mid-game army is going to be very hard for GOsia to beat. Even if he has Lurkers, NoNy will have so many storms, it'll be just really hard to deal with.
Yeah, 6 Psystorms with that many goons. This is like a mini death blob. I mean, he's gonna walk down there, and I don't know what GOsia's gonna do, but he had better micro and dodge storms. He's not gonna expect this many storms, I don't think. This is a really quick 6 Psystorms. And NoNy, look at this. He's taking this double gas expand in between their bases. That's a really weird spot to take. I mean, you can put Lurkers up there, you can put Hydras up there, and I don't think NoNy's gonna be able to mine from the left-hand side of it. So it's, you know, I'm not too sure why he's taking that base, but he is in fact taking that base. Maybe a strategical misstep, or maybe he wants you know, I can't even really guess. Maybe he wants GOsia to go out of position or something with the units, but in the meantime, NoNy, he's just macroing off of all these gates. A lot of Dragoons pumping out now, and it looks like he's getting ready to attack.
And for those unfamiliar with the map Wuthering Heights, these double geysers, of course you do get twice the rate of gas, but there's only 1,600 gas in there, as opposed to 5,000 with a normal geyser. So you will mine quite a bit, and you'll get tons of gas units, but once they deplete, you'll revert back to a mineral-heavy army. Looks like GOsia's got a few lurkers just in position up here. If NoNy does decide to transfer probes to the left side of those minerals, they're just going to get skewered right away. Hopefully NoNy's told them to mine from the right-hand side. He has, and a few probes coming in, trying to make the assimilator. Looks like the lurker's out of position. NoNy now realizes that he's bringing his army back around. He's going to move up through the center and try to cut those lurkers down. And meanwhile, GOsia has taken the bottom left natural and the bottom left main. He's putting down a Queen's Nest, trying to go towards Hive. But if we look at the supplies, NoNy is sitting comfortably at 140. He just got that double gas basically secure, and GOsia is only sitting at 130. And NoNy has a ton of Psionic Storm. GOsia trying to flank around. Looks like he wants to move into either the center or this double gas base. But a High Templar sitting in the double gas and a few cannons and that small choke. Doesn't look like GOsia will be able to get much done, and he knows it. Now just setting up a few lurkers to help him defend this low ground from NoNy coming crashing in from the high ground.
And now NoNy, he's got all his units over here. He's got so many Psystorms with that army, but GOsia, yeah, he's got a nice spread on his units and very nice upgrades. Both of them have one attack and one carapace for all their units, so pretty close on upgrades right now. But GOsia, of course, with the 3, it goes against the 1 forge. He's going to be able to pull ahead. And now we have an attack on the 3rd base of NoNy here, that double gas expand, and 2 Psystorms, not overly effective. He takes out a bunch of cannons, and it looks like this base may in fact fall. No Psystorms left, just a few cannons here, and NoNy quickly running his units back around. And it looks like they may in fact get there in time. GOsia, though, he is not moving his army at all. It looks like he is content to just sit tight and work on his macro and his economy here. He's just harassing a little bit on this 3rd base. Meanwhile, he has a ton of hatcheries down at 6 o'clock. As you said, he took the bottom left and the bottom left natural. So, you know, the longer GOsia lives, the better he's looking here. He's getting a hive right now, and his macro is just really starting to take off. And we see NoNy, actually, he is coming down the side of the map. It looks like he wants to do some damage now, maybe. Picking off an Overlord there, and here he goes. He has a few observers to deal with the lurkers here, and he loses one High Templar right off before he storms. A nice storm going off. GOsia runs right under it. A couple really nice storms. Wow, lots of GOsia's units going down. The Zealots just running right into the Hydralisk now. The Dragoons coming right in, cleaning things up. Oh, a missed Psystorm and a hit Psystorm, but there are just more Psystorms on the way, I know it, and another Psystorm going down. But a lot of units here from GOsia. Oh my, a lot of Hydras coming in despite the Psystorms. They are cutting down Dragoons extremely quickly. And ooh, a very nice Psystorm on the bulk of the Hydras. And NoNy looks like he has to run away from this. That was very nice by GOsia. Very hard place for NoNy to attack, and maybe a little bit of a mistake there. Just so many hatcheries that GOsia just rallied right into NoNy's army and took down really the majority of it.
We see GOsia does have his hive up at this point. He's got the adrenaline glands researching. He is working on +2 for every unit. I believe he's only starting +2 range now. Bit of a mistake there, but the lurkers just forcing the probes away from that double gas expansion. And NoNy has taken the 12 o'clock base in the meantime, so he is spreading out a little bit. It's going to be hard for him to defend that if GOsia does find it and does a little raids with cracklings and whatnot. But NoNy's army does look strong despite losing quite a few units in that last battle. He is sitting comfortably at 130. GOsia is at 130 also, so they're about even. And of course, we all know that does favor the Zerg player. We've got a bit of lag here. It looks like it's going to settle. Back into the action. NoNy's army is moving in. He's working to cut on those lurkers. Those lurkers, of course, denying mining from the left-hand side of that double gas. Those get cleaned out really nicely. And GOsia is positioning his army, moving westward Looked like he was getting ready for a flank, but now he's decided, no, I'm going to bring them back. And NoNy is moving down the ramp, attacking from the high ground. He's only got a single High Templar, and it doesn't have the Templar energy upgrade yet, so only one Psystorm ready for that Templar. But 12 o'clock is up and running. NoNy does have 6 gateways, a 7th that is natural, and he's looking in a good position here. Of course, GOsia is just hoping he can stall to get full upgrades and eventually get up to Ultraless, at which point his 4 geysers should help him close this out. He's adding hatcheries. Wow, at his 6 o'clock base, he's actually adding 3 hatcheries. This is wild. There are 7 hatcheries on one screen at 6 o'clock.
Yeah, and 12 total now for GOsia. That is a lot of hatcheries, and his 2-2 does finish. He is already working on the 3-3. You know, this is wild. This is a huge macro game. I never expected something this crazy out of here. And NoNy now coming down. He's at 170. GOsia at 152. So this is going to be a very tight battle. There are about 3 High Templars in there, a few Archons, and GOsia just coming in from everywhere. Tons of Zerglings, ton of Hydras, nice Psystorms all over the place. Oh, he kills a ton of Zerglings and Hydras with those Psystorms. Very painful, but the Lings come right up to the goons, start just murdering them. Oh, another couple nice Psystorms. He kills all of GOsia's army, but GOsia doesn't care. He has 12 hatcheries. Here come more Zerglings. Enough Zerglings that he is breaking through NoNy's army. I do not think NoNy expected this. NoNy's losing a lot of units, but also killing a lot of units here. The Archon in the front really helping him out, but there are so many Cracklings here with their 2-2. Only Dragoons left now. NoNy is going to lose these very easily, but NoNy, oh my god, he's rallying down more Dragoons, more Speed Zealots. But in the meantime, GOsia is just macroing. He has so many Zerglings all over the place. He's a little bit sloppy play right now. He's just got units spread out all over the map out of all of these hatcheries and their wild rally points. And NoNy coming back down. He's a few more storms now, catching, oh, a ton of Zerglings there. These Psystorms are very good by NoNy. He's damaging the units very badly. But GOsia just has too much. Very nice macro display here by GOsia. He's cleaning up the rest of NoNy's army. It looks like NoNy's going to have to, you know, sit back and rebuild for a moment here.
And while all that action was going on, NoNy tried to take the double gas at top left. GOsia scouted that with about 12 Zerglings, shut that down. And then we can see outside of NoNy's natural, he's decided to make a few gateways out there for whatever reason. And 2 of those got shut down by those Zerglings. So just a little annoyance like that will help GOsia reclaim his lead. We've got GOsia at 133 at this point, NoNy at 137. They're looking about even. GOsia does have the Ultralist Cavern down now, and he is starting Ultralist speed. NoNy does have +3 on his ground units and +2 armor. GOsia has +3 carapace as well and +2 melee. So we've got a very even upgrade battle, a very even macro battle. Looking at 6 o'clock, all the hatcheries have eggs, and looks like NoNy's going to move in again here. A few lurkers in position, helping to deal with the Zealots, and now units flanking around from everywhere. NoNy putting up storms, but he's just getting absolutely surrounded. Well, Hydralisk's going to take out that Archon very quickly, and that's going to let the Zerglings and Ultras come in and just clean up. NoNy in full retreat now, but those Hydralisks move very quickly. They are ranged. They're going to shut that army down really easily. GOsia sitting now at 150, NoNy at 130, and wow, GOsia has taken the lead, a commanding lead on Wuthering Heights.
And that is quite amazing, because Wuthering Heights, of course, this has been such a Protoss map so far, but GOsia is using the weaknesses of the map in his favor. You know, the length, the hardness to defend. He is using the Sauron Zerg style and just surrounding NoNy's units because of the huge size of the map. And it is just working out for him time and time again. GOsia, he's just in a huge lead here. He's got so many hatcheries, such good upgrades. He's got his full tech out. And NoNy, I don't know what he's supposed to do from here, but GOsia is just looking brilliant. Look at how many Ultras are in the center of the map now. There are, oh my god, there are so many Ultras, a ton of Zerglings. GOsia has so many units all over the map, I think he'd need about 4 people in a team melee game to get them all to attack at the same time. There are not enough hotkeys on 4 keyboards to do this. This is absolutely ludicrous. NoNy, in the meantime, he has a lot of Zealots, he has a lot of Dragoons and Archons here, but right now, it looks like he's switching over to a mainly Zealot army. This may be because he has that 12 o'clock mineral only, and those geysers at the double gas. One of them is depleted, the other one almost gone. Now we have GOsia just attacking a little bit into that base, and he's going to see that it's almost mined out. Maybe he should stop attacking. It's not going to help out too much. Now GOsia moving along the top of the map. It looks like he's going to hit this 12 o'clock base. NoNy's army way out of position. NoNy's army all the way over at 3. And there are a ton of ultras, a bunch of zerglings, and some hydras mixed in for measure. And it looks like this expansion may in fact go down. A ton of zealots just pouring in, but these ultras with their awesome carapace are very good against the zealots, and NoNy wisely retreats them. GOsia, in the meantime, chases them down a little bit. It looks like he may want to kill some of these production buildings of NoNy, but no, I guess he's just running south. Oh, this is because NoNy is attacking over at GOsia's natural. GOsia realizes he needs to get over there and defend this, because if he loses too many hatcheries, too many special tech buildings, NoNy can easily gain the lead once again. So GOsia's huge army of ultras just pouring in, so many side storms all over the place. Oh, so many zerglings going down. The ultras barely feeling it, just brushing off those side storms. Zealots as well. And it looks like he may in fact clean this up, but NoNy getting more than his money's worth. These Archons holding everything back, giving the Dragoons pot shots. And oh my god, he has killed almost every Ultralisk. I can't even believe this. GOsia attacked in there with at least 12, and he is down to one red one before GOsia finally cleans up NoNy's little army there.
NoNy is down to just one mining base. He is trying to get the 3 o'clock base online, the 3 o'clock mineral only, but some Zerglings there are going to shut that down. His inside base is going to get shut down. He'll be only left with 12 o'clock and 2 depleted geysers. Meanwhile, GOsia is still mining from 6 o'clock. Look at that ridiculous saturation. Still mining from bottom left natural. Still mining from the main. And he is trying to take the 9 o'clock mineral only. So things looking very good for GOsia. NoNy running in a few zealots into the main. They're just going to get carved up. And look at the supply. Wow. GOsia at 155. NoNy at a measly 94. He is going to lose this game. And I cannot believe GOsia got it done against NoNy on Wuthering Heights, especially up against those psionic storms. Those storms were incredibly placed, but GOsia somehow managed to get it done.
Oh yeah, GOsia's play here is just perfect. The best ZVP play I think I've ever seen here. And I mean, he's just used the map against NoNy, you know, his total mobility with the Sauron Zerg style. And look at the mini-map. I mean, GOsia is just in perfect dominating position. I'm sure NoNy's going to leave any moment here. I mean, GOsia is up about 100 supply on him, and that's pretty scary. He's got full upgrades now. He's got the +5 armor for ultras. I'm not sure quite why. That seems a little bit unfair, but he's also got 3/3 on everything else. So NoNy right now, it looks like he's taking a last-ditch attempt at an expo here. He's taking this double gas right below the 12 o'clock mineral only, but he just does not have the use to hold this. It looks like GOsia is just getting ready. He has his ultras in the top left. He has a bunch of zerglings. Looks like he may in fact attack towards the production buildings. Yes, he's taking some of them out. He's sending up some extra ultras as well, and he may be hitting this 12 o'clock base with some ultra ling. And here we go. NoNy comes out, and GOsia just totally comes in, flattens the army. Ton of ultras. Nothing that NoNy can do right here. And it looks like GOsia is going to pick up this game. The most unlikely game for him to win is the one he wins. GG. GOsia takes NoNy down and brings the score up to 2-1, NoNy's lead.
Wow. Really, again, showing his strange play. I mean, with the double Hydralisk Den, and again, 7 hatcheries. I don't think he could even support all of those, but just overwhelming macro from him. He was able to put enough pressure on NoNy that he forced him back long enough that his 2 bottom left expansions were basically untouched, and just a really great game from him, a really great macro game. And I mean, after that game, NoNy might be a little scared to go into an all-out macro war with him, just given basically the macro and the unit control that GOsia showed playing a straight-up macro game like that.